Hello and welcome back to the Maccadam's Comlink. I'm Oce, and this is Echo.
Hello.
Abby will not be joining us this time around, but that's okay. Today we'll be covering Season 1, Episode 3, Darkness Rising Part 3, because I just can't come up with better names, I guess.
Are all of the episodes named Darkness Rising?
No, only the first 4.
Strange, I get it, but also that's ridiculous.
It is. It originally aired December 1st of 2010, which, if you take into account the first 2 episodes, they aired on the same day, November 26th, and then it took until December 1st for the 3rd part to come out.
Why did it take so long? What was the point?
Who knows? Maybe someone lost a file, I don't know.
Oh no, that would be real bad. Person lost their job.
There would, actually. Well, I mean, people are working with Adobe, and Adobe sucks.
I wouldn't know. I do nothing with my life.
The overview says the Decepticons, in order to find the Autobot base, capture and torture Secret Agent Fowler, and it's up to Bulkhead and the 3 human kids to track him down. Meanwhile, Megatron raises an army of undead Transformers. I don't think it should be up to the 3 human kids. I think it's up to Bulkhead. I think he can handle it.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. He, you know, human kids should not be involved.
No, but they're about to get
Should
more
not.
involved as the series goes on.
Of course they are. Why wouldn't they?
I'm so excited to show you Miko wielding an axe. Because it happens multiple times.
You know, she gives me Astrid from How to Train Your Dragon vibes, except she's about 17 times as lame.
I don't think she's lame.
I don't think she's lame, I just think Astrid is that good.
That's fair. That's fair. The episode starts out with Jack and Arcee actually getting to enjoy a motorcycle ride. Uh, Miko making bad decisions while peer pressuring Bulkhead, and B and Raph playing racing games.
Yeah. I mean, Jack is what, 16? He's 16, he doesn't have a motorcycle license,
Yep.
and he and Arcee are just going ape shit. Like, you're gonna kill yourself, dude. But at least he was wearing a helmet.
Okay. He had the helmet.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
He
he
does
had
also
a
have long
helmet.
sleeves and long pants, so
That's true. That
while
is
Miko
true.
is making bad decisions and convincing Bulkhead to let her make bad decisions, she says, "I'm strapped tight inside 10 tons of metal muscle." Is that his weight? And how do you know his weight?
You know, I was also concerned because, like, okay, cars don't weigh 10 tons, but, like, I
No.
mean, he's not really a car, he's a sentient robot.
Yeah.
But, like, 10 tons? And also, being strapped into 10 tons is not that safe, I feel like. I mean, it's safer than if you
It's
were
not
to
as
just
safe as people think it is.
exactly. Like, I feel like that's still pretty dangerous.
'Cause 10 tons, a car is like what, 1 ton?
Yeah.
That's like 10 cars.
Right, and if you're talking that much mass.
To be fair, a lot of the Transformers don't follow a lot of Transformers don't follow the conservation of mass. They that law does not apply to them.
True, but, like, if you're thinking about that, jumping off a cliff, which why are they jumping off a cliff? That's Cliff Jumper's job. I mean,
He's dead
technically, they were
now.
sliding down it, but exactly, he is dead now, but, like, your gravitational force is gonna be so high.
Oh, yeah?
That's not good. You're
No.
gonna kill that poor child.
But she needs her adrenaline rush.
I think she needs to see a therapist. I think that's what she needs.
Probably. One of my favorite moments is Bumblebee wins the video game and celebrates in an adorable way, first of all. But then Raph says, "Not fair. You've been driving a lot longer than I have." True. True, true.
When has he been driving?
B.
He's like 12. I mean, Raph.
He's been
Obviously,
playing
B's been
racing
driving.
games.
That's
He's been
not
playing racing
driving.
games. Well, I mean, they were playing a racing game.
That's true. But the way that made me a little bit upset, the way that that was depicted, because he was, like, doing button smashing, but he was playing a racing game. I've never played a racing game. I think they're boring, but I don't think you do that much button smashing. I think you just tilt.
I mean, it depends, but also button mashing is how I attempt to win, and it only works like half the time, but 50% is better than if I actually tried.
Oh, I do the exact same thing, but
I would not win a single match of Smash Brothers unless I button mash, because I don't know what I'm doing.
oh, I don't either. I hate, this is gonna sound bad. I don't really like console
Me
games,
neither.
like playing games on a console. I much prefer PC.
Yeah, I agree.
PC is so much easier.
For some reason, the controller just makes me forget how to function.
Yes, I agree. I agree.
Yeah, Bumblebee's little it was adorable.
This little beep. Yes, he reminds me of Dummy from Iron Man.
We get back to the base where Pop Pop finally gets some alone time because house guests can be such a bother. Which is so true.
Yes. Poor old man. The poor old man.
I mean, to be fair, when you've had a guest or multiple guests at your house for a long time and they finally leave, there is that relief of like, oh, finally. Even if it's people you really like.
Oh, I get it. I, in fact, get it. He's me for real. Okay.
We then hear a clang. Whatever. I must have been hearing things. But then there's weird clinking noises. Okay, what the frick? Optimus, stop. Stop it, Ratchet. You're not in a horror movie. Stop it.
He's so silly. I think he just wants his boyfriend to come
Optimus.
back.
True.
Are they boyfriends? They should be boyfriends.
Not canonically, but do whatever you want, man. I love it.
I think you overestimate my skills. I'm gonna do nothing with that except say they should be boyfriends.
That's fair. There's gonna be another character that comes along. There's gonna be multiple actually, but one I'm thinking of specifically where you're gonna do that again and again and again.
It's true.
The clinking noises are in fact not Optimus. It is a what do you
Or
even
the little spider guy.
spider guy. We're gonna go with spider guy because I don't know what else to call that.
Spider guy. He's a little metal spider guy who tries to kill Ratchet. I like spiders. Spiders are
Spider
cool.
guy. Spider guy. Reanimated. Actually, he wasn't reanimated because he was never animate. Fuck, this has gone
He's
bad. I'm
just
gonna stop.
kind of a piece of medical equipment.
Woo!
Spider guy.
Spider guy.
Yay, we did it.
Yay!
We made a spider guy song.
He then yells, "By the Allspark," which for some reason just sounds so old coming from him. I don't know why.
It's it just I don't know why, but it makes me think of Norse mythology. I think that's hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know why. Actually, that's interesting because it reminds me of that too.
I maybe it's like the All-Father thing,
Maybe that's probably what it
is those
is.
are words that are similar. Maybe I'm just insane,
Eh,
who knows?
I love the camera work in this episode. It is so good. It looks like someone's like holding a camera this whole time, or like that they have GoPros, if that makes sense.
It does, it does.
The movement is so good.
Yes, it's hilarious. I like it.
Meanwhile, Ratchet is getting attacked by a metal spider. as he was trying to throw it, it kind of looked like he was setting a volleyball. It was very funny.
That's hilarious. And his boyfriend came to rescue him.
Well, he's trying to kill it with a metal pipe first, which I think fits the vibe of Ratchet.
This is true. It very much does.
And Spider Guy slices his equipment in half, and he forgets his priorities of getting rid of the suddenly alive piece of equipment and needs to tell it, I needed that.
Sounds like he needs a lot of things.
And just before he's about to get jumped, he gets saved by
Yes.
Optimus, who just shoots it.
Yes. You could clearly tell from that scene how long it's been since Ratchet has, like, seen any type of combat. Like, Mans
Right?
was fighting for his life against, like, a 2-inch tall metal spider.
Yeah. Which is weird because one of my notes literally says, Ratchet, I know you're better at fighting than this. What the frick? You have
Clearly, he
two
wasn't.
nicknames, Doctor of Doom and the Hatchet. Like, what the frick? I know you're better than
Ratchet the
this.
Hatchet. That's funny.
One of his nicknames is the Hatchet. And it's hilarious because, like, Ratchet, I know you're better at fighting than this. What happened?
He got old.
Literally, next episode, he is fighting and actually holding his own. So, I don't know.
When have writers ever been consistent with their works?
Never. Never.
Ever in the history of the universe.
Spider Guy tries to get back up, stomp,
Yes.
get wrecked,
Poor spider guy. I like
and
spiders.
stay broken.
Yes, that was funny because he spent so
Yeah.
long complaining about
Yeah.
how he needed that. That was super important.
He was so serious. It was so funny.
He was, and it was funny.
I I love talking to inanimate objects. I have joy out of it.
Yeah, I talk to inanimate objects all the time. It's just funny when I'm at work and I'm just yelling at clothing.
Oh, yeah.
My poor coworkers, man.
When you apologize to a corner because you ran into it and didn't realize it was a corner at first.
You know, I do that with like the little mini table that my therapist has in his office. I accidentally kick it
Oh,
sometimes
yeah.
and then I apologize to it. And he looks at me and goes, "It's a table. You don't need to apologize." And I go,
Yes,
"But
I
I kicked
do.
it."
I need to apologize.
Oh, I love talking to inanimate objects.
Oh, it's so fun. Ratchet essentially asks, "What the fuck was that?" But in an old man way of, "What could have caused that?"
And Optimus's equally old man response, "I think I might know."
I don't know, Optimus, your archivist is showing.
I don't know what that word means.
Like, archivist. He
Oh,
worked in the
yes.
archives.
I understand
He used
now.
to work in the archives, which means he's essentially a librarian. I know that's not what an archivist is, but it's essentially what it is.
He's a big giant librarian, man. Maybe that's why he and Ratchet are boyfriends,
Exactly.
because Ratchet is a big giant medical man.
Well, technically, he's kind of a short medical.
This is true, but like from a human
He's kind
perspective,
of
he's
short in
huge.
comparison to everyone else.
Yes, he's very short.
Yes. It's a funny dynamic, buff librarian and old doctor.
It really is. You know, that could be a really good Good Omens fan fiction.
I think it is.
I'm sure it exists somewhere.
So, we then get this, cutoff point of Dark Energon. Meanwhile, on the Nemesis.
Dun 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes,
Megatron is doing a bad Batman impersonation.
he really is. Megatron's doing drugs. He's literally sitting there doing drugs, and
He's sitting there doing drugs.
Starscream is like, "Hey, maybe don't
What's
do the
going
drugs."
on?
And Megatron is like, "Don't take
Yeah.
my drugs from me. I love my drugs."
Starscream is literally just, like, nervous laugh in the corner like, "Hey, buddy."
Yes.
Megatron be tripping on them space drugs.
Megatron needs help.
Probably. One of my notes says, "Why does he breathe like that?" I don't know what I'm referring to, but
I also don't know what you're referring to, but, like, I get it. Is this about Megatron? Because
mm,
he breathes so loud.
I don't know.
Also, the comment about veins.
I don't know who I'm talking about. That's the funny, huh?
Well, because he's like, I have the whatever Unicron's blood flowing through my veins." He doesn't have veins. Like, he doesn't have blood.
They have energon lines, which are kind of veins because they carry the energon throughout their body, so they kind of do. They're just usually referred to as energon lines.
How silly.
Starscream then asks, "What can I do so you don't turn your crazy trip on me, please?" Which he gets the response of one of my favorite clips to listen to: "Quit groveling and await my command."
That's gay.
True.
It's not actually. It has no gender connotations in the
I feel
slightest.
like it I feel like it counts. I feel like it counts.
I feel like it should be gay.
Yeah.
Not that straight people can't use that phrase. I feel like that's pretty gay.
But when would a straight person ever say quit groveling, first of all?
True. Only gay. Are you saying only the gays grovel?
I mean, have you
You're not
seen a straight
wrong.
person grovel before?
No, I, you know,
Because I
I
haven't.
haven't. I also don't interact with anybody ever. I don't go outside.
Fair enough. Megatron goes, "Meow."
Yes.
And Starscream has a moment of, "Fuck, you scared me, damn it." Because Soundwave just moves silently.
Yes. Starscream does not like Megatron.
No, not at all. Starscream's just over here telling Soundwave, "I think Megatron lost it from being alone so long, because his ideas are stupid. So I want you to increase global
Yes.
surveillance."
And Soundwave's like, he told you not to do that. And Starscream's like,
Yes.
I don't give a singular fuck what Megatron said. Actually, I think he's crazy.
Yeah. Soundwave only talks through sound clips because vow of
Hmm.
silence. So he just replays what Megatron said,
Yes. In Megatron's voice.
and Starscream just yells back, "I'm not deaf!" Which, uh, small little tangent, there are actually, like, deaf and mute transformers.
That's awesome.
They have a language that's kind of similar to tactile ASL, where
Interesting.
it's really funny. They grab each other's hands and, like, tug and pull on them in different directions, and that's the communication,
Hilarious.
which is
That is
really
really funny.
funny.
It's hilarious.
Also, in this, like, Starscream's hand movements are so dramatic. Like, he's throwing them everywhere. At one
I
point, he checks his
so
fucking
wrong.
nails. He literally checks his na
Starscream is a diva.
He is!
He is the definition of a diva.
Serious. Literally over here checking the front and, like, checking his nails from one angle and another while talking.
He is iconic for that.
Oh, yeah. And he tells Soundwave, "Let's kill Optimus." Like Megatron hasn't been trying to do that for literal millennia because I think I'm better than Megatron.
Right? Starscream, you're gonna get your ass kicked, and not in the fun way.
True.
Like, I can see just Optimus tearing his wings off.
Wait, oh my god!
I mean, he's a fighter jet, right? How do you dismantle fighter jets? You tear their wings off.
That would be incredibly, um, horrible for a seeker, but I understand where that idea is coming from. Back at base, for some reason, Optimus is storing the broken medical equipment. Why are you keeping that? Where are you putting it? What?
Doesn't know. Alright, he's just trying to help out his boyfriend.
I feel like he needs to throw it away.
Yeah, probably he should, but he won't. because why would he ever throw anything away ever?
Stop making Optimus sound like my grandmother.
Sorry? Like, I don't know. I don't have justification for my words. Optimus is your grandmother now. Congratulations.
No, you're fine. Optimus is explaining why he thinks it's Dark Energon, and apparently this is just another Tuesday for Ratchet. Why are you so calm about this? He literally just does not, just treating it completely normally.
Ratchet does not care, and Optimus is straight up talking about dark, like dark necromancy, and that there's any form of good necromancy, but Ratchet's like, "Ah, man, that really
He's just
sucks."
like, ah, dang. The way he says Energon in that next sentence just scratches my brain, right?
I the brain scratch for me
Dark
recently
Energon?
has been, do you remember Vine?
Absolutely, I remember Vine.
Has been the Vine of Bo Burnham playing the synth. And he says, "Is there anything better than pussy?"
Better
Yes,
than
a really
pussy.
good book.
Yes, a really good book.
It's been playing in my
Yeah.
head on repeat for days. Oh,
I'll like
it's so good.
tell I'll like repeat vines to my sisters and they're like, literally I don't remember that. I'm like, don't call me old like this. That's rude.
It's not even that we're old. Like, I feel like we're young for to remember Vine. But
Maybe. I mean, do you remember the toast one? Like, I don't understand fangirls. Always yelling at boys they love. I love toast, but when it pops up, I'm not like,
I don't think I've seen that one. But I should because
oh my gosh, wait,
I've
why has
eaten
no one
3
seen that?
bagels today. I fucking love bread, alright? I love toast.
It's so scarce as to be virtually non-existent. Okay, I feel like you're using a thesaurus at this point because what the frick?
Yeah, his word choice is it's like, those rich guys who are trying to sound posh, but they actually have no idea how to do that?
Yes, except he somehow actually sounds posh.
I think he sounds weird.
Fair. Like he is so expressive with those body movements. He and Starscream are both so expressive, and I love it.
They're so dramatic.
Matching drama queens.
Yes. You think the rivalry is between Megatron and Optimus? No, it's between Starscream and Optimus, and who's the bigger diva.
Oh, that's so funny. That's kind of funny, actually.
I don't know if that made sense. Like, they should have a competition. I feel like that would solve the whole thing. Like, they need to have a sit down talk, and I feel like they would be friends, except Starscream is too power hungry.
Yeah, he's too much of a rat.
Hey, I love rats. Rats are cool.
I mean the I mean rat in like the metaphorical sense, not the literal
Derogatory
sense.
rat. I
Yes.
know what you mean. I
I
purposefully
love
took
rats.
the
They're very
sentence
cute.
literally to be funny.
I
Rats
know.
are adorable. I want a rat.
They are. They're so cute.
I mean, literally my all of my social media usernames, they're all rat boy. That's what they all are. Every single one.
Rat.
That's a lie. My Tumblr name is not rat boy.
Ratchet essentially just like, what the frick is Dark Energon doing on Earth? And apparently Optimus just knows all of the answers to everything, I guess.
Optimus is Sensei Wu. He knows everything.
Yeah,
He's been around for ages. He's an old man.
true. It just keeps reinforcing itself.
It does. I'm gonna die on this hill. I hope you know that.
Absolutely. I will die on the hill with you.
Who's gonna kill us?
I don't know, some random person on Twitter probably.
I don't have Twitter. Fuck Twitter.
Ratchet, for what purpose? Again with his vocabulary. It's so funny.
The way he talks is just so silly.
I have a string of notes that says he has such an old man vocabulary. Kinda like me. Damn.
Accurate.
Optimus is playing How Well Do You Know Your Ex-Husband? Because I guess this is just something predictable for Megatron, I guess. That he just always raises undead warriors.
Yeah, I feel like this has happened before, and Optimus is just not telling anyone about it.
Well, the thing is, Ratchet is older than Optimus, so if it did happen, Ratchet would be aware of it, so he wouldn't have to ask.
Exactly.
So I guess Optimus is just like predicting, like, oh my gosh, this is so something you would do.
Yes, my ex-husband has the power to raise the dead. I know exactly where he's going. To the nearest cemetery.
To the nearest cemetery. Ratchet finds this very humorous, with one of my favorite lines. Well, Megatron will have to break quite a few toaster ovens. Why are you so funny, Ratchet? And who told you about toaster ovens? And why?
I honestly had no idea what that phrase meant. I was so confused when he said that.
He's essentially saying that Megatron's gonna have to break a bunch of toaster ovens to inject them with dark energon, so then he'll have an army of toaster
Why
ovens.
would he want an army of toaster?
He's making a joke about the fact that there aren't that many Cybertronians on Earth.
Got it. Except there are. There's a mass grave.
Except there is. The children then arrive very loudly
Yes.
from their afternoon of fun. Miko leaving her guitar in Bulkhead's back seat is so weird and funny. She's like, "Oh, frick, something's not
It
right."
is. Also, why did she need to take her
I
guitar?
don't know.
Like,
Maybe she doesn't trust Ratchet to watch it.
maybe. That was hilarious, though. Like, it just got stuck in his chest cavity. Pulls a guitar out of his chest cavity. That was funny as fuck.
Oh, one of my favorite timing moments. Autobots prepare to wait. Oh, the children need to be watched. Remain here. Ratchet,
Yes.
come with me.
That was hilarious. He said, "My current boyfriend and I are gonna go down and kill my ex-husband."
True. He puts Arcee in charge, and Miko immediately thinks that Bulkhead should be in charge because he's the biggest. And honestly, I understand her line of thinking. It kind of makes sense.
He's the biggest and the stupidest.
Well, that's the thing is, Bulkhead immediately goes, he never picks me. Dang.
Yes.
Ouch.
I mean, like, should he though? Bulkhead immediately makes a bad decision. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
to be fair, everyone who is consequently put in charge makes a bad decision.
True.
Makes the exact same bad decision.
Well, I'm more mad at RC in this episode than anyone else, but we will get to that.
Valid?
RC complains, I don't want to babysit. Also, Ratchet hasn't been in the field since the war. Where we get another one of my favorite lines. My pistons may be rusty, but my hearing's sharp as ever. Beautiful.
That was hilarious. Also, didn't the war, like, never end? What does he mean, like, since the war?
Okay, so technically, the war only lasted as long as Cybertron was alive. When the war killed Cybertron and everyone scattered, technically the war quote unquote ended.
Got it. But there are still, like, skirmishes everywhere.
Yeah, so they're technically still at war, but when they refer to the war, they're referring to the war on Cybertron.
Got it. That makes more sense now.
'Cause yeah, that does get confusing. Optimus is like, it's only recon. You sound like it might not just be recon. Shh, 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 shh. A lot of shit has happened, RC. Just roll with it, please.
Optimus is like, I don't know what I'm doing. There are children involved. My ex-husband is a madman.
Oh, it
He's
sucks.
losing it. Optimus is losing his poor little mind. It's hilarious to watch.
Oh, it is. Ratchet is still running the ground bridge, even when he's the one leaving.
Right? They don't know how all the equipment works. God forbid somebody else learn something.
Well, the thing is, Raph uses it later. It's like, you guys couldn't. do that, but the 12-year-old could? Okay. Sure.
Raph also continues to say in this episode that he's gonna hack into the FBI mainframe, so maybe he's
Oh,
like
we will
a
get to
teenager or
that because
something.
holy crap.
That whole
Holy
exchange
crap.
we need to address.
Oh, we will because oh my gosh. Uh, Jack asks, "What's on the activities list?" And he is met with an eye roll and the like teenage reaction of, "Ugh, I'm going out. B, come with." Literally, why? You don't need him to come with you to patrol. He doesn't want to go anyways.
I think honestly she just wanted some company. I mean, like, because Cliffjumper was kind of her partner and he's dead now, so maybe she just didn't want to be alone.
Well, maybe she should do her job and not be alone.
That would be, yes, that would be better. She wants to be alone, but not around the children. She doesn't want to be alone, but she also doesn't want to be around the children.
Yeah. I have a bunch of notes that replace a bunch of the lyrics in Work from Hamilton with this, and I just think it's
I
really
need to
funny.
hear this. I need to hear this.
Optimist said to be home by sundown. Optimist doesn't need to know. Optimist said not to leave the base. Like I said, I'm gonna go.
It's hilarious. You are a genius.
Yay. Anyways, Arcee and Bumblebee leave, and Bulkhead does not know how to be in charge.
He doesn't know
Because he
how to
immediately asks,
babysit.
"What's on the activities list?"
Everyone's like, I don't fucking know, man. You're the one who lives here.
Right? We are met with awful, awful feedback. Miko, please handle your sound equipment correctly. Please.
She doesn't know what she's doing, clearly.
Oh.
Like, also, where the fuck did she get two crazy speakers?
Right? Where did you get these amplifiers from?
Like, because there ain't no way she had
Can you just
those.
carry amps with you
They're
everywhere?
huge. They're like as tall as she is.
Do they just have them at the base for some reason? That makes even less sense.
Exactly. I don't know where they came from, but she needs to learn how to handle her equipment better.
'Cause that's not it.
Nope. Nope, it's not.
If your amp is making that noise every time you plug in your guitar,
Your gain is way too
seek
high.
help.
Yes.
Seek help. Or YouTube. Seek YouTube, actually. That's the answer.
YouTube will solve all of your problems.
Professor YouTube.
Yippee.
Miko says we should have band practice. But we're not a band. Well, it sucks to suck, Raph. Why are you so antisocial? You're asking the kid who drives his remote controlled car under the highway by himself why he's so antisocial?
Clearly, it's because he doesn't have any friends, Miko. Also, he was just stating the obvious. Like,
We're
you
not
can't
a
really be a
band.
band if you're just one person on a guitar.
And it's like, don't you play anything? Keyboard? Laptop. Good. Jack says harmonica. What the fuck do you think this is? What the fuck do you think this is? Do I look like I do country? No, just stop. Stop.
You look like you don't do anything, Miko, except for yell at other people for not sharing your interests, which is a silly thing to yell at people for.
He just tells him to cover himself in fake blood and jump around screaming. And I think that's hilarious to imagine.
Where's he gonna get fake blood? It was funny to imagine, but like, I don't think they have fake blood in like a missile
I wonder
silo.
if Miko just keeps it on.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if she did.
No.
It's a little bit concerning, but
Bulkhead is gonna be percussion. So he's just gonna stomp? Is that what the deal is?
I imagine him doing like slapping himself, making all kinds of weird. I don't know, maybe his knees are creaky. He'll like do some squats or something.
Actually, funnily enough, all of the bots are kind of creaky because of the fact that they're, made of metal. So when they move and it's quiet, you can hear like they make creaking noises. It's very funny.
That is incredible.
The DIY band, and we're gonna learn the songs. The first one is called My Fist, Your Face, which is an interesting name for a song, but hey, I've seen worse names for songs.
I think Miko's got some issues she's trying to work through. Doesn't know how to work through those issues.
I mean, I'd rather she work them out through music than actually punching people.
True. It's the first one's much healthier for everybody involved.
Yeah.
Except for maybe those other kids' ears because she doesn't know how to handle her sound equipment.
No. However, this is actually really impressive guitar playing. Like,
It is.
I get it's really loud, but that is really impressive in guitar playing.
Exactly. That was wild.
We are interrupted by the proximity alarm. Quick, hide, please. Because Fowler is pissed. Again.
And they all just hide behind him. Like, that's such a shit place to
I
hide.
told you they're terrible at hiding. They did the same thing last episode. They hid behind, like, a wall, and were peeking out from behind
A
it.
wall is better than like
True.
literally a moving robot.
Bulkhead is very nervous and is not performing well under pressure.
No, he's not. He's also not standing still, which affects, the 3 children hiding behind his foot. Also, he needs to like not crush them.
He was trying to hide them
He's
because
not doing a great
Miko
job.
and Raph kept like trying to sneak out to see Agent Fowler.
Right.
He's like, "Stop it. Don't do that." But he ends up just pulling on Miko's guitar.
Stop. Get some help.
Stop. Get some help.
Her whole treatment of that sound equipment made me so upset. Like, you can't be pulling on your cords and shit like that.
No, it's like watching a comedian drop their mic. It's like,
Drop the mic.
oh,
That makes me so angry. Like, you can do the mic drop, but catch it. It still has the full effect if you just catch the mic. Better,
does.
actually. It looks much
Literally,
cooler.
I have audibly, when a comedian did a mic drop, went, "Ah." Like, I audibly protested.
It's unnecessary. You're gonna hurt the mic. You don't need to. Leave the mic alone.
Don't drop your mics. Don't do it.
Dropping your mic is very bad. Never ever drop your mic.
They're expensive.
They're very expensive. And they deserve to be
Right?
treated better. What did the mic ever do to you? Nothing.
Fowler accuses Optimus of going out and pancaking a mini mall. Shut up. You try being 50 feet tall.
Right? Like, it's not exactly easy to maneuver at that size and weight. Some things are gonna get
Right?
smushed.
He's just yelling, "This is not handling things." Traders in Nebraska can be handling things. You don't know.
Maybe they're handling it super well, actually.
Maybe.
Did anybody die? No. It sounds
Nope.
great. It sounds like they're doing a great job.
Exactly. Doing better than you are.
Right? Government's not very good at keeping people from death.
No, not really.
Pretty good at killing people, though.
Yeah. Bulkhead sets them up for failure by stepping to the side a little bit, which prompts Agent Fowler to ask, "Since when are you bots electric? Are you dumb? How long have you spent with them? And how do you know this little about them?"
Literally, energon, it's electricity. It's crystallized electricity. That's what it is.
The crystallized electricity.
I mean, am I wrong?
I mean, not really.
Exactly.
Bulkhead then gets an, I call it an oh shit face.
Yes, you are correct.
Children, know there are better ways to deal with the situation. Don't reveal yourselves at the slightest mishap.
Which is so stupid.
Jack literally says, "Hey, how you doing?" No, Jack. No.
You could actually just stay behind Bulkhead. You could do that. That would be a great idea.
Bulkhead can come up with his own lie.
Right? He could literally just step on the speaker and that would fix it. Or he could be like, Ratchet was fucking with something. I don't know.
True.
The noise is pissing me off too. So many better ways to handle that than to just give yourself
Right.
up.
Fowler cannot believe this bullshittery. What is this? A daycare?
Maybe it is. You don't know.
Maybe it is. You don't exactly. We go from oh shit face to
Fowler is immediately like, I'm telling on you.
Well, the children are like, we're interns, and Raph has to specify student interns. Yeah, no shit, 12-year-old. You didn't have to specify that you're student interns. No one thinks you're an adult.
Why are they not in school?
Well, I'm
Like,
assuming it's a weekend.
maybe.
And they're earning extra credit, and they can't even get their own story straight. Like, come on, guys. Come on.
Well, they didn't exactly expect to be interrupted, but they
No.
should have better skills than that.
Yeah.
I mean, Miko clearly lies a lot. You should let her be in charge of the lying.
True. Yeah, it turns into, sure, kid. You're coming with me so I can keep you safe. Stomp. Oh, bitch. We're keeping them safe.
Minus the fact that he could have just squished one of them.
Yep.
That's, not the point.
That's not the point. And then Fowler's gonna go tell on them to the Pentagon. I'm gonna call the Pentagon. No, you're not. Don't use that phone. It's out of order.
Smush his phone. I love how gently he just pushed it.
It just broke.
I mean, when you weigh that much and you're that huge.
Right. The way that Miko mocks Fowler is actually really funny. Just like, nah. Because I would also mock a government official if he was being that rude.
I'd mock anyone if they were being that rude.
True. Just like, we'll meet again.
Yes. He backed down so quickly. He was so intimidated.
Well, Bulkhead immediately then goes, heep it.
Bulkhead's like, oh fuck, what did I do?
What have I done?
I can't believe you've done this.
Oh, fuck. I can't believe you've done this.
Oh, poor guy. Poor guy.
Transition 2. My notes say double Jesus Ascension. Note under it, triple.
Yes,
There were many Ascension looking lights.
there were.
Optimus and Ratchet are going on a romantic walk through a cavern. Not cavern. What the fuck is it
A
called?
ravine?
Ravine! Ravine! That's what I meant. Shut up.
I only know that word because of Minecraft.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I like Minecraft.
Block game.
Block game. Maybe I want to punch trees with my square fist. Maybe it's fun.
Here's the thing. This area, the way I would describe where they are is the way that I would describe where I used to live, where you live now, which is there's nothing out here except 3 rocks and a goat.
Yes, this is correct.
That is what it is. Because no one knows what I'm talking about. I'm always just like, it's near. It's
Right.
near the capital. That's all you need to know. And sometimes they don't even know the capital. That's the worst part.
That is hilarious.
People still think it's Philly.
No, it's not.
It hasn't been that for 200 years or 300.
Didn't Hamilton trade
Almost,
that
not 300.
away, actually? Isn't that, like, the
I-
plot point in
right?
the entire musical is that
Yeah, I don't know.
gave the capital away?
People aren't smart.
What? No, clearly they're not.
Optimus tells Ratchet, there was a giant battle here. And he's like, are you sure? I feel like that's not right.
I feel like I would remember that, actually.
I feel like I would remember that. And Optimus says, do you recall late in the war when the side started sending their Energon spoils off planet? And I translated that to, remember when we were sending our food to Jupiter?
That's funny.
It's like, yeah, that's why we can find it here. Optimus is like, yeah, it's also why bots here. Well, dang, you got me there.
Yeah.
And he says, I fear Megatron's memory is as long as history. Why does this episode so quotable?
I don't know.
My next note, is helicopter.
Yes.
That scene was so funny. I feel like helicopters are not that
I
maneuverable.
don't know.
Like,
I
dude was
can't
like, "Ah,
tell.
yes, I'm gonna outfly this, like, literal thing that's made for flying, like, sentient robot that's built to fly and be maneuverable with a helicopter." Like, what was his thought
Their name is
process?
Laserbeak.
Like, did I was gonna ask about that. Did they, like it I don't know if I just wasn't paying enough attention, but it looked like they detached from Soundwave.
Yes, I will get to that here in just a second. I will explain how that works and everything about that. Um, but as
Okay.
Fowler's flying away, she's like, "Ugh, I can't believe this shit. Houston, we got a problem. I'll tell you about it when I get home." Gosh. Soundwave picks up his transmission, and Starscream's just like, "Well, well, well. Hello there.
Let's go get us this agent
Let's go grab
guy.
it. Get it for me. Go, Laserbeak, go. Alert, alert. Metal bird,
Starscream
alert.
said, "I want it.
I
I
want
want
it.
it."
Daddy, buy me North Korea."
Oh, yeah.
So this is
Oh,
Laserbeak. In previous versions, Laserbeak, as well as other characters like Ravage, Rumble, and Frenzy, who do not appear in this show, sadly, are cassettes, because Soundwave in those versions transforms into a cassette player. So they're his cassettes, and they stay in his little chest cavity. In this version, however,
that's awesome.
it is. In this version, however, Laserbeak is essentially a drone, still a sentient Cybertronian, but they just attach to
Yes.
Soundwave's chest.
Sorry, I missed, like, half that sentence. My audio cut out.
You're good. Laserbeak is essentially a drone, but they're still a Cybertronian, like still sentient. And they just hang out on Soundwave's chest.
Got it. That is
Like a little
awesome.
pet.
Like a little
I
pet.
love all of the cassettes.
Like a little Autobot pet.
When you get the chance, you should definitely look up what Soundwave cassettes look like, especially Rumble and Frenzy, because they're hilarious.
I'll do it
They're
right
so
now.
funny, actually.
Soundwave. How do you spell cassette? Oh, it's right there. I don't actually have to type it in. Okay, this is just giving me the, like, toy versions.
Just type in like character
I
after
want the
it.
toy versions. I want the real versions. Can I I would love to do that. I cannot spell. It's still giving me just figurines. I'm just gonna have to go to Tumblr.
We then get a bunch of sayings from Agent Fowler that have convinced me that he is originally from the East Coast. He has to be. Like, "Hey, Big Bird, I'm flying here." And "What in Uncle Sam's beard?" No one from the West Coast has ever said such ridiculous things.
No, no, they have not.
I realize since moving here, people don't use idioms and metaphors almost at all. And it's weird.
What do they use?
They just talk. Normally, I guess, question mark, but like idioms are so much more fun to use. You could
Exactly.
say that someone is dumb, or you could say that they're sharp as a marble. One of those is a lot more fun than the other.
Exactly. People are weird.
Yeah, he's using a lot of interesting phrases, to say the least. He's coming up
Uh-huh.
to a dead end. No problem. Laserbeak does a loop-de-loop though, so I think that they win that one.
Yeah, I don't know what Fowler was
Yeah,
thinking.
you might have gotten up the cliff, but Laserbeak did that and did a loop-de-loop, so I don't know.
So I think you lose the battle.
I think you
Yes.
lose. Yeah. And he thinks he's so clever. He's got him. He's slowed down. He's got him behind him. Pew pew. Get it. Except Laserbeak loops around.
You really think your puny little human bullets are gonna damage this,
Yeah.
like, better made sentient
Being.
plane thing.
Yeah.
My words failed there.
It's alright. Laserbeak loops around and cuts off his tail rotor. Very effective in getting him out of the sky.
Extremely effective.
Get wrecked. Quite literally. And he says, there's
Yes.
never an Autobot around when you actually need one. Okay, buddy. Okay.
He clearly doesn't want the Autobots around, so I don't know why he's having trouble with it now.
Honestly. Agent Fowler then gets kidnapped, but he was able to get an SOS out before that and before his helicopter exploded. So
Only problem
at
is
least there's
Bulkhead
that.
did not give a singular fuck. SOS came in and he said, "Oh
Well,
well."
there's another reason. But I have a question before we move on to that. Can Agent Fowler breathe at that height and speed that he's being carried at?
Not very well. Like, I have a hard time breathing on a windy day and, like, the wind is blowing directly into my mouth. Like,
So
I don't know how he was
he's probably
managing.
a little loopy by the time he gets onto the Nemesis.
Exactly. The guy didn't have any oxygen to his brain.
The SOS is blaring, and Raph says, "My ears! His ears, guys! Come on! Fix it!"
That bothered his ears, but not, like, the horrendous feedback sounds.
I mean, to be fair, you and I both know that some loud noises
Silly
are
guy.
amazing and
Silly
some
guy.
loud noises are hellspawn.
This is true. Feedback is hellspawn.
Oh, absolutely. Bulkhead confusion noises, trying to figure out the computer. Me too.
Yeah, you and me both.
Uh,
Computers are hard.
yeah. The children ask, "Did you find him?" Incomplete scan. Oh well. The fuck you mean, oh well?
Bulkhead does not care. He doesn't like
No,
Fowler.
he literally says, like,
It's like, yeah, I guess I have to stay here and
yeah.
babysit.
He's like, what do you, I mean, he sucks. Yeah, no argument there, but he knows where you live. And also, where you live is where we are, dude.
Right? Like, actually, we need to go save that guy so he doesn't spill our
Yeah.
secrets. Our very, very important
Raph
secrets.
is very concerned. Someone needs to comfort this child.
Poor guy has seen so much murder in the past, like, week and a half. I'm gonna say he's now involved in an intergalactic robot war, and he's only 8. He doesn't know what he's doing.
Oh, but okay.
I know he's 12.
I
Shut
know.
up.
Miko is convinced that he's gonna spill the beans. Oh, how wrong you are, child. How wrong you are. You will find out.
Correct.
It's like, how are we supposed to find him? What if I narrow it down by finding his chip? Raph? What the fuck? That's probably a federal crime. I looked it up. Hacking into the Fed's mainframe is absolutely a federal crime.
Well, no shit, it's the federal mainframe. But also, like, are we just gonna glaze over the fact that he said FBI agents have microchips in them, like pet?
Yeah.
Why does Raph know about
He
that?
saw it on TV.
That's not good.
Yeah, it's like hack the federal mainframe. Oh my god, rap. That's a federal crime.
And you're like, child, how do you know how to do that?
Right? Miko literally is like, you know what I hack? You're like 2 years old. And this is someone who absolutely has no siblings and spends no time around children. Because there's no way.
He doesn't actually think that he's 2 years old. It was a
I
slight.
know, but it's a very large exaggeration.
This is true. I only mildly
Yeah,
exaggerate by calling him
yeah.
8.
Like, I'm 12. And a quarter. He's so smug about it.
He is. So silly.
Switch to the Nemesis. Starscream is once again dramatic. Just the way he stands is so funny.
He is a diva.
He's
He's such a
yeah,
big diva.
he
I don't know
is.
why, but he is.
One of my notes is Fowler's sarcasm. Go! I need a compilation of Fowler's sarcasm. It's so funny.
You could probably find one out there. I'm sure it
Probably.
exists. Again, the YouTube gods. The YouTube gods can help you.
Fowler's just like, you treat all your guests this nice? And Starscream does not find humans funny. Wrong opinion. Humans are funny as fuck. Some of them. Some.
Humans are hilarious. I like that he specified he doesn't find human humor
Yeah.
funny. That implies that he finds Autobot humor funny.
Right? Hang on, I'm trying to
Hilarious.
figure out
You're
what my
good.
notes are talking about. What the hell?
What do your notes say?
Well, my next note just says, "Oh shit," and I don't know what that means.
No, neither do I. Nope, no clue.
Hang on, wait. I I don't know what that. You know what?
Is
We're
it
just gonna move on to
referring
my
to
next note because I
Miko?
don't know what that's.
Okay. What does your next note
Well, the next
say?
one is just like, found him. Oh, it's time for jail. Raph is going to jail. Raph's going to
Yes.
jail.
Poor guy. He's not gonna last 10 minutes in
Oh,
jail.
that or he's gonna make friends with everyone in 5 minutes. It's funny because you've got all of these like terrifying people surrounding this child, like, touch him, we dare you.
Lay a hand on my son and I will rip off your face.
Exactly. I've only had Raph for a 2 minute, for an hour, and anything happened to him, I would kill everyone in this room and then myself.
Accurate.
That's kind of what Ratchet goes through later in the season, actually. With
Yeah,
Raph. It's very cute.
that sounds
All
adorable.
kids, gotta go fight. So Jack's in charge. And
Yes.
then everyone realizes, fuck, Miko ran in. Oh, she has no idea how terrifying this is. Bro, she doesn't give a singular fuck.
Miko is there because it's terrifying. She's so excited to be terrified, actually.
Exactly. Little kid refers to the nemesis as the whole Decepticon shebang. And I find that very funny.
That is, in fact,
Tried to
hilarious.
explain shebang to somebody out here and got absolutely nowhere.
You know, that doesn't surprise me, but also, how does that person not know what shebang is? It's like just kind of a word. It's just a funky word.
Who even knows? People are weird.
I don't know. I don't know any of the knows.
Stealth, as told by Bulkhead, which is actually going surprisingly well. Until Miko.
It's, I love how Bulkhead says, Miko, duck, as if she's not, like, on top of a giant rock. If she ducked, she would have been dead.
Yeah.
She would have gotten
She
killed.
was smarter in that one singular instance. But yeah, she's
Yes.
looking at the con above her and she's like, oh, unwise. Yeah, you think?
Oh shit, buddy. That's maybe why you don't get involved in an intergalactic robot war. As,
Maybe.
a human.
Miss me!
Yes. I love how Bulkhead is like, Miko, don't look. And Miko's like, nah, I'm a
I'm a
look. And
look.
Bulkhead proceeds to rip out this guy's guts.
Yeah.
Miko's just like, yippee,
Wee!
this is fine.
Freaking get tackled, bro. Bulkhead has very good tackling form. Aimed for the chest to wrap. Landed on top of him, full power,
Yes.
10 out of 10
He is
tackling.
10 tons, so there's that. Kind of helps a little bit.
There is that. When you are about to be tackled by someone who is much bigger than you, it is terrifying. And I can attest to that.
I don't know that I've ever been tackled like that. Maybe I have.
I
Who knows?
joined rugby, and yeah, rugby, you are definitely at risk of being tackled by someone who is much bigger than you are.
I mean, rugby is literally the tackle sport other than football, but nobody cares about football.
Exactly. Rugby is actually so fun. I actually get to play this weekend. My shoulder is finally not hating me.
Hey,
But yeah, we get a punch included wrestling match between Bulkhead and the Khan. Well,
yes,
meanwhile, Miko tries to hit him with a rock. It's just like, "Ink,
he's so
move,
stupid.
child. Get out of the way." It's just, don't look. I'ma look. Don't look. I looked. It was awesome. No, that was gross.
That was bad, actually. I ripped out a guy's guts.
Yeah. Arcee, Bumblebee, I have a problem. They're children. Humans. Screw you and your pompousness, first of all. But
Oh,
anyways, just entertain them. It's not that hard. And why don't you do it? That's supposed to be your job.
you very much ran away from that, Arcee.
You very much ran. I was so annoyed with her with this episode. Like, ah,
Yes. She's she's kind of a bitch.
kind of is. She gets better, but come on, girl.
It's bad. It's bad.
She essentially then goes, "What the frick do you mean she's with you? And why are you with the Nemesis? What the frick? You're where? She's where?"
Arcee went from, "Ah, yes, you can entertain the children. It's not that hard," to, "What the fuck is going on right now?"
Yeah. It's like, Raph, the back at base is like, I can still bridge us there. Raph, you're in charge. Jack, that's a 12-year-old. You can't, don't leave that child by himself in his missile silo. I know 12-year-olds can be legally left by themselves, but not in an abandoned missile silo.
Jack, he doesn't know anything. He's too
No.
stupid. Also, like, Jack should have stayed. They should have stayed. They should not have left. That was so stupid of them.
Yep.
Like, yes, there's one child and one Autobot, and the Autobot is gonna try and protect the child. Let's add more children there who can do
Right?
absolutely nothing to aid the fight and will just be in the way.
Honestly.
Like, what was the thought process there? What did they think they were
I'm wondering
doing?
if they were thinking that, like, maybe Bulkhead didn't realize that she followed him, so she might get hurt, so they're probably going just in case Bulkhead didn't realize?
But, like, he's gonna realize, though. I get it. I think
Right?
it's
It's kinda hard
stupid.
to not realize Miko.
Right. She's kinda loud and obnoxious and there.
Raph is just like, "We're in this together." No, neither of you should be in this. Get back.
You actually should both run far, far away and very
Yes.
fast. Leave the country, change your
We
name.
get a ghost lever as they activate the ground bridge and it just goes down by itself.
Raph did a programmy thingy to do that, but that's not really how switches work. I don't know what was going on there.
Magic.
The magical Leopleurodon. He's gonna guide our way to
That's
Candy
exactly
Mountain.
what I was thinking of. That is exactly what I was thinking of.
It's
It's a
the way you said it. I knew
Leopardon,
that that's what you
Charlie.
were thinking.
Magical
Magical
Leopardon.
Leopleurodon. It's gonna
I mean,
guide our way to Candy
Leopleurodons are
Mountain.
real. I don't
Correct.
know why a Leopleurodon would be leading you to a mountain because it's a sea
Not
creature,
unless
but,
it's underwater.
right?
Underwater mountains exist.
I think that's usually called a rock. I think that's usually called a rock.
Unless it's a volcano. It's called an underwater
Well,
volcano.
then that's a volcano.
I'm so smart. I don't know why you're questioning me.
RC tries to call the base, and this fails. Maybe you shouldn't have left.
No, they
Mm.
shouldn't have. They don't know how to use their brains. They're children. They're stupid. Not all children are stupid, but these children are
Oh,
very stupid.
well, I mean, I was talking to RC, but also, yes, the children
Oh,
shouldn't have left.
yes. RC shouldn't have
No,
left either.
no one should have left the base.
Everybody should have stayed there, except for Optimus and Ratchet.
Right, but that's
I almost forgot Ratchet's name, and I was just gonna call him Optimus's boyfriend.
fair enough. Speed. Speed home.
They needed
Speed
some
home.
alone
Let's go.
time.
They need some alone time.
Yes. I love how that took you like a solid 5 seconds to register. Yes, they're gonna break all the traffic
All the
laws.
traffic laws. Back on the Nemesis. Fowler ain't spilling any beans. With the power of sarcasm.
And Starscream is like, "Ah, well, I guess we'll electrocute him."
Right?
Isn't this a kid's show?
Yeah, kind of. It was on Hasbro.
That's okay. The Dragon Prince is a kid's show too, and there's like straight up child murder in
Yeah.
there.
Hi, Hasbro. Sorry, I had to. Do you, Hasbro?
No, I know Hasbro. I
Uh.
take a nap.
Starscream is like, I am in charge. No, you're not.
Starscream, you have no power.
This is after, of course, Fowler asked to speak to the manager for the service he's receiving.
Fowler went full Karen
Full
mode.
Karen.
Full Karen mode
I want to speak to
over
your
being
manager.
abducted and tortured.
I think that's a fair reason to be a Karen.
I don't think
I think that's a fair reason.
fair, but also the manager would be Megatron, and Megatron would just kill him instantly.
Yeah.
So that would not be good. Although maybe he should die. I don't really like him that much.
Me neither. He gets a little bit better, but at the moment he's just a jerk.
He's just trying to have some power over these giant
Yeah.
robots. It's not gonna
No.
happen. Give up.
Starscream's just like, bring the prod. No. Or we could not do that.
I literally all I could think of when he said that was like a literal cattle prod.
I mean, that's kind of what he gets, is a cattle prod.
That's exactly what he gets.
He just gets a
And it
cattle
was
prod.
hilarious, to be honest.
It's funny, actually, Transformers have kind of their own version of cattle.
Oh,
They're called buffaloids.
that sounds like something out of Ninjago.
You should look it up. Buffaloid.
How do you spell that?
Buffaloid.
I figured it out.
Oh
Oh my god, it's like a little guy. He's
Buffaloid.
just a little guy. That's so cute.
He's a little guy.
I do love a good little guy. He's just a little guy. That's what I call my lizard. He's a little guy.
They're so
Little
funny.
guy.
Oh, guy. It's funny. The image that came up is from a show where Bumblebee legit did like a full-on bull ride with that dude while he was going insane. It was very funny.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna send you a clip of that later, actually.
You should. I will watch it and enjoy it.
Outside the Nemesis, Bulkhead is wondering where the frick his backup is. And Miko just wants to go now. Let's just go. No, Miko. No. Bad idea.
It's too late, Miko. You got them into this mess. Now you gotta pay for it.
Right? Well, she's like, let's just go attack them now.
Oh, right.
She doesn't want to leave. She wants to attack now.
Yes. Bulkhead's like, that's suicide, actually. I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do
I
that.
like my life.
He gets happy because, oh my gosh, it's Arcee and Bumblebee. Psych, it's two more
Two
children.
more human children who cannot help you in the slightest.
Nope. And Miko complains that this is our one-on-one time. Oh my god, Miko, not the time.
Miko, it's not about you, actually.
No,
It's really not
not.
about you at all.
Raph says, are your bones vibrating? I felt that for some reason. I felt that.
Yes, my bones are vibrating.
I hate when you can feel it though. Like, ugh.
You know what I need right now? I need to get dissected and then have my muscles, you know how they stretched like cowhide?
Mhm.
I need them to do that to my muscles and tendons.
I felt that so much, actually.
You're welcome.
That might solve a lot of my problems.
It would solve a lot of mine.
And as soon as they come out of the ground bridge, they are met with gun. Scrap.
I love how both Miko and Bulkhead said scrap. Like, Miko, you can say shit.
Yeah.
You can say shit.
It's a kids show. They can't do that.
They
They
should,
can kill people on camera, but they can't say swear words.
yes, they should be allowed to say swear words.
Oh, I would pay so much money to listen to a transformer say a swear word.
That would be incredible.
Back in the Nemesis, Starscream said, "Tell me! Tell me!" And Fowler just says, "Eat my shorts." Literally,
Yes.
right after you eat my star-spangled shorts. Okay. All right.
You know, that was really funny of him to say, actually. That was the hilarious line.
Yeah. I loved it.
Got the comedic effect of suck my dick, but it's child friendly.
Exactly. Starscream finds out that Energon and Huma's nervous systems don't mix. Really doing your part for science, Starscream.
Hey, everybody's got to contribute somehow.
Ratchet says, "For the first time in my life, I hoped you were wrong," as they look over a battlefield.
They're so gay for each other.
They are. I personally think Ratchet is more gay for someone else, but you haven't met him yet, so
This is true.
we'll talk about that another time.
We can definitely talk about that another time.
Megatron shows up and calls Ratchet Optimus's trusty watchdog, saying, "I thought he'd be convalescing in a scrapyard by now." Bitch.
I mean, maybe Megatron was calling him Optimus's bitch. Maybe that's what he was trying to say.
Maybe.
The
Maybe.
world will never know.
He really just said, "Oh, you brought your new boyfriend. I thought he was so old that he'd be dead by now." Ratchet is ready to throw hands. Let's go,
Yeah,
Megatron. Put him up.
Ratchet is so done. Poor guy.
Optimus is like, "I know what you're doing. Duh. We've been married and divorced for a millennia. Like, come on.
Of course you know what I'm doing.
Of course you know what I'm doing." It's time to die as he chucks his drugs into the ground.
No, my drugs.
Oh my God.
No, my boy. Father,
It
help.
just reminds me of that clip of like the children trying to get rid of the drugs in the middle of a forest.
What clip is this? What are you talking about?
Where it's like there's a bunch of children, it's just like, "I'm just gonna throw it into the river. It could contaminate the water. What if it," or something, something like that. I don't know.
I have not heard this. I don't know what you're talking about.
Fair enough. Fair enough. When it first glows in the ground, it looks like dark matter from Ninjago.
It I'm convinced that Transformers is just Ninjago, but like
It kind of is.
different.
Wait, I think Ninjago was also running on Hasbro. Let me check.
I have no idea.
Oh, no, it was running on Cartoon Network.
Hmm. I should have known that.
The ground is glowing purple. It sounds like a Google search that someone tried, like, "help,
Yes.
the ground is purple."
Sounds like somebody's on an acid trip.
Ratchet is just like, "Oh my god, what the hell? Optimus, oh, god damn it. Ex-husband things, am I right?"
Ratchet, poor guy. Has to put up with everyone's bullshit. He
Poor
just
guy.
wants to go home.
He does. He just wants to go home. He's
Exactly.
too tired for this.
Way too tired.
Megatron glows with drugs. And I don't know what kind of sentence that is, but it is a sentence.
He's glowing with the drugs. Got the drugs in his system and they're making him glow. Some kind of strange firefly.
That's that sounds like radiation.
Maybe it is. I'm not one to drug
It's
shame.
like that kid from the Lorax.
Yes.
Zombies emerge from the ground. One was literally impaled.
Yay,
One of the
zombies.
zombies was impaled with a whole ass sword and just has it still in his chest cavity.
I don't know
why Megatron thinks that these are gonna be good warriors. They're all, like, mangled as fuck.
Well, I mean, you'll see next episode, that's for sure.
Oh?
Megatron, bro, that's enough drugs. I mean it. You're glowing purple, and your eyebrows are in space. Stop it.
He'll never have enough drugs.
He needs to have enough drugs. He should be done now.
Never.
And to be continued again.
Yes.
Finally, next episode is the last of this Darkness Rising arc.
Yay.
Finally, and we can get into the normal good stuff.
The normal good
I
stuff
mean,
is
this is good
awesome.
stuff, but the
This is all
normal good
just set
stuff
up.
is so funny.
Yes.
Actually, wait. I think let me check something real quick because I need to check when my favorite episode is coming up. Oh my god. Oh, I was wrong. Oh my gosh, there's 5 parts to Darkness Rising. I was wrong. Dang it.
Oh, no. That's so many parts.
We're getting there. Ugh. Episode 7 is one of my absolute favorite episodes. And then episode 8, we meet the person that I think Ratchet is very gay for. But we'll get there.
We'll get there.
But that concludes episode 3.
Yay, we did it.
Thank you for joining us on the Maccadam's Comlink. I hope you join us again next time. Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.